All right, it's been a few days, but on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to continue reassembly of our turbo small block Ford and see where that takes us today. So buckle up, let's go. All right, I started putting rockers on this thing, and I had to hit the pause button on that because I thought, well, the rockers are kind of self-clearanced. It'll be fine, but it became pretty clear that it wasn't going to be fine when I got down here to number 4, and the rocker. Well, you can't tell it now. I've loosened everything up, but this one in particular, the rocker, tighten the rocker down, boop, and it was pretty snug. And you can reach down here and you can still dinka, 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 move the push rod up and down. So I ordered the correct length push rods, and they'll be here, I don't know, I think tomorrow or something. So we'll start doing that part of it tomorrow, maybe. Today, I'm going to do everybody's favorite job. I think I'm going to put this header on. So that's probably going to get time-lapsed. So hang on. Oh boy, this is everybody's favorite job. Putting header bolts in. And I got to find the fancy header wrench. Got it. The other thing I got to get is my rim flex gaskets. Okay, here's my bolt box. And there's a giant puddle on the floor of power steering fluid because my line's leaking right there. So, lovely. All right, these rim flex gaskets are pretty cool deals. They're reusable. I can reuse them, I think. At least I'm gonna. Guess if I'm gonna put a header on, I better have the header. This weekend, came up here and I did some work. Didn't video any of this stuff, but I scalloped these pieces here. I thought about cutting them out, but I didn't want the tubes to move around. So I scalloped these with the flapper wheel and made some extra space. And I decided to go ahead and do this now. Those are kind of dusty. Where's a rag? A little dustier than I expected them to be. I thought I wiped all that off. Good. Thought I cleaned these all off. Cleaned part of them off, just not this part. Okay. That'll work. All right, now. Got our header. We got one bolt right down here that you got to deal with before all the others. There it goes. Here I am. Not prepared. Again. There. That's probably super loud. And I'm going to put the rim flex gaskets the same way as they were before. Same side to the head. as was last time. And that's not the right spot. Found my other bolt. All right, one side's done. Now, the other side is going to be a little trickier and a little heavier. And I'm really not 100% sure how I'm going to do this, so hold your horses. Okay, this side is going to be a little more cumbersome because it has the turbo connected to it. And unlike what I said in a previous video, which I wasn't thinking straight, this turbo weighs about 36 pounds. It doesn't weigh 63 pounds. So, but still, it makes it kind of hard to deal with. And I don't have any of my header bolts. Where did they go? Oh, I better put them in the other bucket before I switched. Did I? Yep. I think. No. Good grief. What on earth? Never prepared. Okay, I found them. I stuck them in the other box. Okay, now, pick this dude up. Actually, it's upside down and backwards, of course. Oh my gosh. Oof. Okay. Okay. Now let's just kind of park this guy. Come on, get down there. Park it right here for a second. Maybe. Oh, it's got a handle I can hold on to. And get our gasket somewhat in place. Actually, let's look for a... This may be harder than anticipated. Okay, that one's in place. Grab another one. Stick it in. Good gravy. Trying to do that. My arm's all twisted up. Okay. Gaskets are somewhat held in place. And I think, amazingly enough, I was able to start that bolt. I wonder if I got a stick. A block of wood here. I can maybe. There we go. Leverage that thing just a little bit. Come on. These gaskets are super soft, so I'm trying not to hork them up too bad. How am I going to do this? Maybe I just accidentally stuck the 2x4 in the proper spot. Maybe. We're darn near in the proper, at least proper enough I can get the bolt started. Oh, one other thing I did was I got the proper size V-band clamp for this flange right here. I've always had a 2.75 inch clamp on there, and it was too big. The ends of the clamp would butt together before it would get super tight. It's kind of tight, but it wasn't. And finally decided to just go ahead and buy the right size clamp. Well, I finally decided it was I had the wrong size in there. For sure. Okay, while I'm here, I might as well see if I can wiggle this alternator kind of back into its hole right here. Maybe, yeah, great. Oof, maybe harder than anticipated. I know that bolt goes in that hole. Yeah. Yeah, definitely harder than anticipated. What is happening here? Come on. So close. What's going on? Ooh, there it goes. Okay, I know that bolt. It's the heater hose blocking me. There it goes. That one's in there. Ugh. What's happening now? There it goes. Yay. I know I've said there it goes like 5 times and it hasn't gone, but now it is. Now it's in place. Also one thing I might do. There's one bolt, one of these bolts on the holds it up there together. It's on the back here. That is really in the way when I'm putting the valve cover on. So I don't think I'll screw anything up. I think I'm going to take that bolt out, and I'm going to maybe grind the head down to about half of the height that it is now, because it's pretty tall. Take about half of it off. Maybe it'll make it easier to slip my valve cover in. Valve cover in there. The valve covers don't go in super easy with these rocker arms. These aren't the right valve covers for this dress and everything. So, you know, compromises are made. All right, maybe we can get this thing started. This heater hose. You'll notice that heater hose, I actually have it. Oh my goodness. Things are in my way. You'll notice that heater hose, I've actually got a plug in it. What this is going for? Of course not. Of course not. It's one of my ratchety, what you call it, box ends. Ratcheting box ends are awesome, but this one, the trigger, the switch has snapped off. So it doesn't, it's really hard to switch between on and off. Now I'm wondering if I even stuck the, that's got to be the right bolt because I didn't take it out. So is something binding me up back here? Oh, I bet it's the other head. I bet, yeah, this head may have, this one may have gunk down in the hole. So what do? We just keep tightening. Well, for now at least. What we might do is go ahead and tighten up that big bolt, which I have no idea what size it is. Not that one. That one. Tighten up the big one here. And then we'll probably have to take that other one back out. There we go. Okay. Alternator somewhat in the proper spot. Okay. Now, one quick deal. It won't fit in there. Crud. Of course. Never fails. Tool I have in my hand is not the tool that will work. Interesting. Like a lot of things on this car, those weren't particularly tight. And if that pops out, she ain't gonna charge. Dude. What a weird, oh my gosh. Okay. What a weirdo looking. Oh, it's not weirdo. I thought it was. Okay, let's go grind this sucker off real quick. Okay. We trimmed our head of our bolt down a little bit. A little thinner. Maybe the wrench will go on it still. Yep. And it's probably, you know, like 800 or 900 degrees right now, so I'm gonna leave my glove on. Yow! Gosh. Get back in there. It's making my glove smoke. You probably can't see that. Jake was home this past weekend for Thanksgiving. Had a good time. It's kind of bummed. I was kind of bummed this car wasn't working while he was here. He had plenty of stuff to do while he was here, but sure would have liked to have been able to let him take a spin around the block in it, since it's his car after all. But, you know, that's how things go sometimes. They don't go the way we want to go. That's the way race car stuff works. Okay, let's take a quick look here. Hey, look, header's back on. Turbo's back in. Alternator is mostly in. And the other header is on. Now, don't let me forget, there's a hose clamp inside that crossover pipe. So don't let me forget to get the thing out of there. I dropped it in there. It came off of right there. Came off of there and boop, went right straight in that hole. I mean, what are the odds? Whatever. All right. That's going to do it for 30-minute mechanic today. We got the headers back on it. And, well, we just went over that. You know what we've done. So, anyways, check out the description. Make sure to go by my friends' pages. I keep saying pages. Go by their channel. This is video. It's channel. This isn't MySpace. It's YouTube. Okay. Try that again. Be sure to check out the description and check out my friends' channels. They've got some cool content. I mean, like I said, arguably cooler than what I'm doing here. But I mean, Turbo Mustangs, they're pretty dang cool. So anyways, like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye.